Okay, so I made a lot of deaf-related videos that are all about the problems of being deaf or hard of hearing. And today I want to do something that's a little bit more positive. So we're gonna talk about the perks of being deaf or hard of hearing. 1. We don't get woken up by birds or the lawnmowers at 7:30 in the morning. I remember all the times when it's spring and summer and I'm on Facebook in the early hours of the morning or on Twitter or Tumblr or whatever, and there's always at least 1 or 2 people complaining about how mostly the lawnmower people come over or their neighbors are lawn mowing and they get so angry about how they get woken up, and I'm just thinking, oh yeah, I can hear that, I get to sleep through it. Oh, you woke up at 7:30 because of the lawnmowers and birds? Oh, I slept in until 10 because it's so nice and quiet and peaceful. 2. Loud noises in public. Now, depending on how much hearing loss you have, you can either A, not move, or B, move. In my case, I would more than likely have to move over a little bit, and then everything would be okay. But if you are a hearing aid or cochlear implant user and you are obviously more profoundly deaf than I am, you can simply turn the device off and then you have a lot more peace and quiet. My other solution is either putting my finger in my left ear, but that just makes my arm tired. So I have my trusty good old earphones and I'll stick it in one ear and then I'm fine. 3. Not having to hear the cat calls when you're walking down the street. Now, this is only good if the person that is catcalling you is not angry that you are ignoring person and person does not get aggressive, and otherwise you could end up on CNN or MSNBC, and then that's not exactly a perk. 4. Having closed captioning on the television and then being able to listen to music at the same time. Now, anybody could do this, but generally most hearing people either A, don't care to use the captions, or B, hate captions with every fiber of their being. Thank you, annoying hearing people on Tumblr who complain about the Tumblrs that caption vines. But for me, I can watch an episode of Restaurant Impossible or something, and if I feel like it, watch a YouTube video or listen to music. All I have to do is read the closed captioning on the TV that is behind my computer, and then that's it. This might be difficult for some people. It is multitasking, but the more you do it, the easier it gets. It's like hearing people using captions or subtitles for the very first time. It's so difficult for them to read it, but for me, I can go through it so fast. 5. If somebody tries to shit talk you, like the person that I live with, or is whining to you about something, then this goes back to the loud noises in public. You can either A, put in an earphone in the bad ear, or worse ear, put your finger in your ear, or turn off your listening aid device, and then you are just fine. Until they want to get closer to you and then complain some more, but then you move. And if that doesn't work, call Dexter. 6. The sonic boom alarm clock. If you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, I'll put a picture right here since I don't want to unplug mine. It's an alarm that looks like a regular alarm, and then it has a little vibrating mechanism that you put underneath the mattress or whatever it is that you're sleeping on, and you set it up like you would a normal alarm clock, and then it starts buzzing. Now, this is good for 2 reasons. 1, it wakes us up. 2, I had a friend a long time ago that I invited to come sleep over at my house, and it was time for us to go to sleep. We wanted to go to sleep, so as she was getting herself situated, I had this evil plan to set the alarm and just not mention anything about it. She knew it was an alarm clock, but she didn't know exactly what it was, what it did. She didn't know it was a special alarm clock. As we're both lying down in the bed, I have it set for like the next minute, and she's just talking, and then all of a sudden, it feels like a 4.5 point magnitude earthquake going on underneath us, and it scared the fucking shit out of her. I'm talking, she yelped and she jumped out of the bed and she started swearing, and it was so fucking funny, and it's one of the greatest pranks on hearing people that I can think of. Oh, we're evil. 7, going first on a plane, or at least being in the group of people that get to go on before everybody else. But yeah, getting to avoid all the other people that are already sitting on a plane, bumping into them when you're trying to put your luggage up. It's nice to have that room. And 8, we're much better drivers. If you don't believe me, you can look up the statistics that say we're much better drivers than hearing people, which is hilarious because you all banned us from driving until like the 60s. You can also ask the guy that hit me in October. But really every time there's a car crash on the news with 38 million deaf and hard of hearing people, I've never ever seen a news article state that the person who's driving and caused the accident is deaf or hard of hearing. They would mention it and make a point out of it. But really, we have less distractions, and so, you know, we make it a habit to, you know, pay attention to what's going on in front of us, while when we're looking around at all the other drivers, they're texting on their phones, or, you know, talking on their phones, and you shouldn't be texting and driving in the first place. That's pretty much all the perks that I have written down, but if you can think of any more that are not repeats, leave them in the comments. And I will see you in my next video.